Greetings, imaginary friends! Welcome back to Optical Delusion Gaming. This is Free Game Friday, and we are playing Slither.io. Does this game remind anyone else of Rattler Race? Is anyone here old enough to have had a Windows computer that had Rattler Race on it? Tell me I'm not the only one who remembers this game, because this game is like the 2016 version of that 1990-something game. I swear I'm not that old. I was young. Maybe it was not that long ago. I don't know. You ate apples. And you had to not hit the edges or yourself. Which is why I'm so messed up in this game, because you can... I didn't even mean to kill him. You can roll over yourself, and it doesn't hurt you. But in Rattler Race... And I mean, there's tons of games like it. This isn't like the first. That wasn't like the... You know, that was just rude. Of course I'm going to try again. I was in the middle of a sentence. I don't even remember what I was saying. What is that? Okay. You know, I'm not in a very good place right now, so I'm just going to go be not there. This is, and I'm not lying to you right now, the first time that I've played this game. And I mean, I've played plenty of games like it, so I know what I'm doing to a point, I suppose. I don't remember how to sprint, or I don't know how to sprint, or whatever, but I don't really care about that. It is Thursday right now. I'm recording early so that I can spend all day tomorrow working, so that I can take the weekend off of working. You know, working from home is great and all, it really is. Except for when your office is also your bedroom. Then you just get distracted very easily. And I mean, I'm pretty good at focusing once I get focused. I don't want to start stuff. So it takes me forever to say, oh, I'm going to do this now. I mean, obviously, if I have a deadline, which I do quite often, I'm going to do whatever it takes. But, ooh, this is dangerous. I shouldn't be here! Oh, that's not good. I'm not going to eat that. No! Oh, he hated me for some reason. I wasn't going to escape that. There was no hope. There is no hope of me, getting to the top of anything. I just want to see how long I can get. Yes! I have no idea how I got that lucky. No comment. The way that it worked in Rattler Race is you could only get so long because you only had... Excuse me, we're not playing this game! I wasn't even that big! Why would you pick on me? What did I ever do to you? Ooh. Someone had a bad experience. In Rattler Race, you could only get so long because you only had this little window that you were playing in. And eventually, because you couldn't run into yourself, you had to figure out how to maneuver around yourself if you got too long. And if you got too long, you could potentially fill the entire window, and that wasn't good because you couldn't go anywhere and you just had to die. I missed that game for some reason. Like, it was the simplest. I don't even feel sorry for you. That was dangerous. Why did I just do that? It was like the simplest. Like, I sometimes miss some of the really simple, really terrible graphics games. Like, I love complicated games, but sometimes I just want something simple that's not complicated, and that game is really fun. I'm pretty sure I spent hours playing that game. I remember nothing about it other than you had to get apples. And once you got all the apples, a little, like, opening opened up at the top, and that's how you got to the next level. And there were golden apples. You almost just ran. Oh my god! No! Get away from me! Was that the same guy? I feel like that was. Why am I being picked on? Is this just something that happens? Is it because my name is Carl? I just wanted to name myself Carl. I don't know. It's a generic... I'm not drawing attention to myself, so why are you picking on me? I'm just gonna follow this trail. Where does this lead to? Absolutely nowhere, of course. Like, I'm just an innocent person just trying to navigate the world without bothering anybody else. I haven't even killed anyone on purpose. The one person that I've killed, or multiple, maybe, it was an accident. They just ran into me. So I'm sorry that for some reason me existing bothers you. You need to back off. I don't want to meet you again. I do not want to run into you ever. Please. I got pizza, by the way. I had pizza for dinner. It was like the best 10 minutes of my life. Have you ever craved something so much that when you finally got it, you didn't even Instagram it because you were just so hungry you just started eating? That's not actually how I am, but that's probably the most millennial thing I will ever say. You know what? I don't get mad when people talk about millennials. Like, millennials apparently hate being categorized and generalized. And you know what? I'm just here to live my life. I'm not here to worry about what anyone else thinks of me, which is why I'm sitting in my room on a Thursday night playing games for no reason other than because it's fun. Like, if someone wants to put me in a box, they're not putting me in a box. They're putting their opinion of me in a box with their opinions of a bunch of other people. If they don't want to make the effort to get to know who I really am and how not millennial I act 95% of the time, okay. But if they don't care, if they just want to assume things about me, is that my problem? That is definitely not my problem, and I did not expect to go on this kind of rant. Now, this is what happens when I'm very, very caffeinated and exhausted and sleep deprived. If you're gonna judge me and you don't want to get to know me, that's not my problem. Because you can't make other people like you. Okay. That is my lesson for you today. Like, I'm self-conscious, I'm shy, blah, 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 but you know what? I am just going to be weird and say whatever I want to say and not really care about, what other people do or how they think of me, because I'm just happier that way. I spent the majority of my life caring extensively what other people thought, and it's just, you know what? It's a waste of energy, and there's so many other things that are more worth stressing over than that. I want to be as big as that guy. How long does it take? Not very patient. I'm not very patient. Like, if a tab takes, 10 seconds to load, okay, maybe not that long. If it takes longer to load than I'm used to, I get so annoyed, and that sounds so awful. But we just expect things to be instantaneous, and when they're not, or like when a YouTube video is buffering, it's annoying, right? But you know what? I don't even know. I was saying something that I thought might turn into something important, and it didn't. And you know what? That happens sometimes, because I'll be completely honest with you. I'm rambling right now. I don't really know what's coming out of my mouth. I'm not good at this. I'm doing my best. I have the power to cut out whatever I don't want you to hear. I know for a fact that I'm doing that already for something that I said earlier that really I shouldn't have said. Oh, I'm a nice person, I promise. I'm just gonna eat your poop. What is it with this theme of me and poop? I don't understand. I mean, technically, plorts are not poop. I'm sorry that I keep calling them poop. You looked like you just appeared out of nowhere. If I wouldn't have seen you just before, I would have thought you would have just appeared. I don't like this guy. I feel like if I'm not careful, he'll circle me, and I really don't want that to happen. I'm not here to win. I'm just here to excel and be the best that I possibly can. And eat what other people have left behind of themselves. That's kind of creepy when you think about it. Why is there no one here? Oh, they just appear. I didn't know that. I guess it makes sense. Oh. I'm not getting up at 5:30 tomorrow to go running. I'm gonna let myself sleep in, which I don't really deserve to do, but I kind of need to do it because I'm so tired. And I'm actually looking forward to it. I would love to not be able to set an alarm. That's not gonna happen for a while. Not until I finish some of the projects that I'm working on. Because there's a lot. I'm one of those people who, like, I have an idea and I just have to start something even when I don't have time for it. And I still get everything done most of the time, but when it comes to work, I always get things done because work is different than, like, I've never seen the edge before. I don't like that. Yeah, I don't like you either. You did the exact same thing I did. You were like, I don't know how I want that. Oh, okay, bye. Can I get it? I got it. I don't know what that does. My train of thought, it's gone again. That's what happens when I'm playing games and talking, is I just let myself ramble, and we'll see what comes out of my mouth, but then, if I get interrupted, I don't remember what I was saying. I'm gonna yawn. I'm so sorry. I told you I was tired. Oh, I think I was talking about work. Why am I doing that? I'm playing a game. Why do I need to talk about work and play a game at the same time? I'm slowly realizing, I mean, in college, it was kind of the thing where I'm like, oh, I need to do all this stuff and figure out what I want to do with my life and get all this experience, and I'm still doing that to a point. But I'm also to the point where I'm like, okay, I need to cut back on some of the, wow, you look interesting. Oh, I'm just going to eat as much of you as I possibly can. Oh, this is beautiful. Oh, look at that. No! Oh! No! Oh, man! Oh god, you're good. Let's see if I can beat that record. No. I'm not playing this game with you. No. Oh my god. No. 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 Is it worth it? Am I really worth it? See, I wasn't worth it. See, they're just messing with you when they do that. What if you would have ran into me? Oh. That makes me so mad that he just was being a troll. I just need to cut back on the amount of projects I'm doing, especially because I'm doing this now. And it's not like I'm doing this instead of other things. I'm doing this in addition to everything that I was already doing, which is fine because it's worth it because I like doing it and it doesn't stress me out. I look forward to it, which is, you know, how you know you're doing something awesome, is if you look forward to it and you enjoy it. And, like, even when my technology doesn't work, I'm so willing to figure out a way to make it happen, and don't you dare. Oh, rude. I'm not worth it. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. Are you gonna get smaller and small? Oh my god. Why am I worth this to you? Like, you're wasting so much of your time. I'm not even that big. I had a thought, I think it was this morning, and I was like, what if I started uploading 2 videos a day? And I was like, excuse me, you need to calm down, because I barely have time to do 1. And when did I start this? It was like 3 weeks ago now, I want to say. Ever since then, I've been so much happier. Like, I wasn't unhappy, but I've always just been looking for something like fun to do, where there's like no pressure, there's no stress associated with it, and this just was something I wanted to try, and I'm still trying it. Like, only 6 of you are watching, if even that many, so, you know, let's, oh, you're gonna, okay, well, that was mean. Don't know why you both just, you got both of us, no! I'm having a blast, and, you know, I almost got you. You know, I'm learning so much. Like, even if you look back at the first video that I uploaded compared to this one, quality-wise, way better, just because I started this and I was like, I know what I'm doing. And then I quickly realized that I didn't know how to use any of this stuff, or make things look good, or post-production great, but actually recording things, I had no clue what was going on. And I just, you know, this is not necessarily a skill. This might be a skill that I use in my actual adult career. I don't know. I think it's something worth learning, because video is such an important part of everything that is happening. Because I would love to create educational content at some point. I'm not saying that's going to happen anytime soon, but I'd really like to do that. And I just feel like you never know what you're going to be able to use, or what skill you're going to be able to tell someone that you're interviewing with, hey, I know how to do this. Like, no one's really impressed anymore that like, if you say, oh, I upload videos on YouTube, like, everyone does that. Like, I'm so aware of that, which is why I started doing this with the mindset that there's so many people doing this. I just want to have fun, and I totally am. And I'm really happy that I've met those of you that I have. I mean, not obviously met in person or talked to, but it amazes me that you can be just in your room and you're talking to people. You're just writing back and forth. I love that. I've always loved that. I was into YouTube back in 2007, making videos and vlogs and meeting a ton of people, because you could do that back then, because there weren't as many people doing that back then. But I graduated high school and I went to college, and I kind of just lost interest in it, and to this day I regret that. I wish that I would have stayed in the community and kept creating content, because getting back into it once I graduated college was pretty much impossible, just because, I mean, my channel still existed, nothing happened to it, but a lot of the people that I knew, like the smaller channels, weren't uploading anymore, and everyone was doing it, and it was impossible to create anything that people would see. And you know what? That's fine, I don't mind that. I just wish that I hadn't gotten away from it. So I've been making videos for a long time. I mean, I don't mean to make that sound like I'm super old, like I'm not. But I feel like, and this is the same with like everything that I create. Someone just exploded and I ate like his entire leftovers, and I'm huge already. I feel like with every video that I make, I get a little bit better at it. And of course it all depends on what the game is, how much time I have, how creative I'm feeling in terms of like editing and fun things that I can do with it. And so they're right when they say that when you're trying to get better at something, you just have to keep doing it. I love that. I tell people that all the time, and I'm really looking forward to continuing to do this and getting better at it, and testing my limits as far as what I can do and what I can make time for. Alright, one more time and then I gotta go, because computer says so. See, this time there is no problem other than the battery life. I love this game. It's so addicting and so entertaining. I have a lecture later, so I'm going to play it during that. while I listen, because I can't just sit there and look at slides. It is so boring. And that's not to say that the professor is boring or that the content is boring, even though I don't like marketing that much. I don't like sitting still for that long, like if it's for a class. You tried and it backfired. I do not feel sorry for you. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you have any suggestions for more games that I can play for next week's Free Game Friday, let me know. Happy Wheels is on the way. Message about my computer, please go away. Until then, I will not see you, but I hope to hear from you later.